G'day, this is Simon from the Brackets here, and unfortunately our last South OC Cars and Coffee for a little bit. We've got to close down due to COVID and the governor's orders here in California, unfortunately, but we'll be back early next year, I'm sure. But I tell you what, for a last wave going out in style, you should see some of the stuff that we've got here. We have the new MC20 mid-engined Maserati Supercar. This is a prototype and one of one in the US, or actually in North America. So really proud to have that. We've also got a couple of the new Polestars. They're really interesting. Polestar, of course, used to be part of Volvo. Now they've broken away and got their own cars. Really exciting to see as well. And of course, the big thing today, the thing we're most proud of, toys for Marines, with everybody bringing these toys to give to Marines who are either, the kids of Marines are either deployed or injured or going through financial difficulty. So great morning this morning, certainly going out with a bang. Let's swing the camera around and go for a walk. So starting off with my Camaro, then James is next to it. Then this is what I was talking about. How cool is this? This is the Maserati MC20. This is the only one in North America. We really appreciate Maserati of North America actually bringing this to our show and showcasing it. It is a prototype. We couldn't hear it run, unfortunately, because although it has an engine, it's not set up to do that. It is actually a prototype. They are completely sold out, which is really cool. It has a V6 purpose-built engine with twin turbo. So one of the most high-performance engine per capacity, they were saying earlier on today. We might do a bonus video on that later on if we got time. Certainly worth it. Tony's F12 sitting next to it. Another beautiful car. Jay's Ford GT. With Jay, there's one of our great photographers here. We love this guy. Takes all those great photos for you all each week. Next to it, 600 LT, sorry. A 458 Spider. An R8. This really cool wide body Corvette that we've seen here a few times. Really nice.
Chris, he said he's getting
it's really nice. Lambo. Next to it, Aston Martin. BMW i8, beautiful blue Viper. Isn't that a lovely colour? Next to it, a Supercar, another beautiful Aston Martin there. Ferrari. AMG, another i8, a lot of those this week. Really nice looking GT3 RS. Lambo, very nice. Another one over here, isn't that beautiful, that Porsche? Really nice AMG, this is lovely. I love the way they've got the glass in the hood. Lambo, Ferrari, Porsche, and a Pista, then another Porsche here. Lambo, Jaguar, Audi, Maserati, Porsche, Corvette, and then down the end another beautiful Maserati. So this is the overflow lot, of course. Porsche, BMW, GT-R RS, very nice. A NSX, Lambo, 458. McLaren 650S, another Lambo, very nice. 720S, 458. Italia, really nice here. This is a 720S with a body kit on it. Looks very nice. Porsche GT3 RS. Some pieces through here, a couple of them very nice looking cars. And down the end, a Lambo. So a big shout out to the SoCal Woody Club in particular, a guy called Mickey who's been involved with organising this since we've been here at South OC Cars and Coffee. This is all part of our Toys for Marines event. So each year around this time we collect toys. Here are the crew of gentlemen here. Big thank you guys. Really appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much. It's such a great event. We're so pleased with it. Check this out over here. So this is what we've been able to collect this morning with all of our wonderful attendees bringing in toys to the value of $15 or more. These are going to go to such a great cause. They're going to go to the kids of Marines who are either deployed, injured, going through financial hardship. We are so proud to be able to do this with Camp Pendleton being such a close proximity to South OC Cars and Coffee. We get a lot of Marines here on a regular basis. We love supporting them, and we've even got Marines as some of our volunteers, but this is such a good thing to see. Really great thing to see. And more of the Woodies as part of this club. It's just such an honour to be able to do this. if I'm sounding emotional talking about it, it's because I am. I just think to be able to give back, you know, that's what this show has always been for us. It's not about whether we can get the best looking cars or the most exclusive cars, although heck, with that MC20 we sure do. It's about the community that we've created, and when people bring in that number of toys, that's really, really special. Beautiful old Ford Deluxe Woody there, another one of our regulars here. This beautiful Packard up here, and then another one down here, this great old Ford down here. We've even got more Woodies over the other side of our overflow lot. Look at this over here as well. Got the ring in here with that little buggy, but isn't that classic? And then a couple there, and then check out the truck that they bring in to collect all the toys. Isn't that cool? Still in the overflow lot now, Corvette Mustang with no hood, very stealth looking engine in that thing, really cool. Had to show you these couple of beautiful FJ40 Land Cruisers, great condition. Love seeing those original engines in them as well. A lot of people will turn around and they'll put a LS or a small block Chev in them, but to retain the integrity of these things, and you should, because they're now a real collector's item, you need to keep that inline six in there, in my humble opinion at least anyway. But I am biased because this is the sort of car that I learned to drive in. I remember breaking the speed limit when I was 12 years old on a public road on one of these, but the things you get away when you grew up in the country of Australia, huh? Isn't that great? Notice the trip carrier in the back, the seats that used to fold down. Love that. Love this very, very much. Really great looking Land Cruiser. Next to it, the grey one as well, 74. Really nice colour. Somebody's made this dark grey. Really, really great looking. They evolved them over the years. This particular model, notice, is curved around the grille. The next model had larger indicators and they weren't curved. But a few of the key things about the FJ Land Cruiser, see these vents in the side? You kick them open with your feet on the floor, which is all well and good, except if you've got a lot of dirt on the floor on a hot summer's day, you start sweltering because the floor gets hot, because the exhaust basically runs under the floor, of course. You kick the vent open and get a face full of dirt. So yeah, be fair warned, wear sunglasses when you kick that vent open. Very cool. So this is our overflow lot again. We're not going to get a chance to go through all of this, but check it out. Some cool stuff there. This great looking Chevy truck just down here. Very nice. Lots of interesting stuff. Some Genesis guys over there. Very, very cool. Up here we've got a stack of Volkswagen buses as well. And then Volkswagens across the other side. Very, very cool. Got to show you these Volkswagen buses. Just can't brush over them like I did with the videos a second ago. Look at them all lined up through here. These things have got such a cult following these days, and they're great. I mean, they deserve it. Check this one out. This is awesome. All the windows in it. That's what makes it a special model. That tip out windshield in the front. Very cool. This one, like a pickup truck of a Volkswagen. Great for the surfboards in the back. The camper here. Look at the pop-up camping bit in the back. And then our regulars down the end who are here every week, we really appreciate them coming along. One of our regulars, this beautiful classic Ferrari there. Next to it, Porsche, Charger, some Mustangs side by side. Then previous car of the week winner, this little Master. Very great little car, Lexus next to it. Three rotor engine in it, which is really cool. Hey, look at the wheels on this. It's metallic flake, Volkswagen. 928S Porsche. Some more Volkswagens through here. Bus, Beetle, and then another bus. Really neat and clean. This thing looks great. White body GT-I. Next to a Pontiac. Paul's El Camino. Cobra. Little 912 Porsche, not 911. BMW. Mercedes. Trans Am. They all belong to our volunteers. A couple of S2000s, Julia, Genesis, or Hyundai actually, Chevy truck. Good morning. Pete's new engine in his Mustang. This is not a 289 anymore. This thing is as tough can be. I love the fact that he's still got the 289 air cleaner in it. He's just had that engine rebuild. It sounds really tough. Next to it, Robert's Mustang with the Whipple Gen 5 supercharger. Lamborghini, then a Supra, then a Chevy Bel Air, Aston Martin, next to a Subaru with a ton of carbon fibre on it, Roush Mustang, Jeep with that Hellcat engine in it. Somebody's put a really nice, it looks like the breather in it is not factory. I think that's a Mighty Mouse breather, STI Subaru. A Pontiac G8. Porsche, C7. Very nice Ford truck. Corvette. A couple of them side by side. Little BMW. These things, once again, they polarise people. My friend Sean loves these. I personally think they look a bit like a shoe, but they handle incredibly. Got a Charger next to a Gen 6 Camaro. Mustang with a blower on the top. Really nice looking truck here. Look at this Chevy truck. Small block sitting down in there. Very clean. Next to a 57 running a transplant of an LSA engine. Of course, that was used in the Camaro ZL1 and also the Cadillac CTS-V. Big old Buick, but not a Buick engine in there. That's an LS transplant in there. Nicely done. Very clean looking Trans Am next to it. Very, very nicely done. I believe it's 79. Well, you can tell the difference between 78, 79. 79, there is no grille in the front, but if you look at a 77, for example, 78, they've actually got a full grille. Actually for sale, really cool looking Ford. I think that's been a car of the week, 36 Coupe there. Supra, slammed 69, running a very tough looking small block in it with a Win supercharger on it. Very nicely done. Jaguar. Very cool looking Tacoma. This guy comes in. I said, I thought I told you to put the big wheels on this thing. Huge tyres on that. Very nicely done. Cute little Porsche there. A couple of them actually side by side. Then a very nice little BMW 2002 down the end. Big Lexus coupe. Ford truck, one of our regulars. Cute little Porsche. And Chevy over there. Very nice. Oh, here comes trouble.
Jeez, what?
Right here.
Look at this group of guys. This is, I say every week, this is see no evil, hear no evil, and absolute complete evil.
We're coming next week.
You coming next week, I'll have you all prosecuted for something. I'll figure something out. 55 Chevy there. Hey, really cool looking 56 pickup. Check this out. Nice engine in it. Really, really nicely done. So, I'm guessing that's probably based on a 351. It's obviously one of the classic engines on it, but really nicely done. 56 and 55, way to tell the difference. 56 has got a wraparound windshield like this one. 55 does not. 57 Chevy next to it. Very nice. Great style of cars in those days, weren't there? Couple of tough Supras side by side. Arguably one of the best 6-cylinder engines ever built. Very nicely done. One of our volunteer, Paul's little Mercedes there. M3. Another BMW there. Corvette. Hey, great looking Packard over here. Isn't this nice? Love the tip-up hood on the side. Nicely done. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mustang. Corvette. Not your average Corvette, this particular one. This is actually about 1,000 horsepower at the wheels at the moment, so very, very capable car. Next to it, isn't this cool? This is really nice too. This is a Graham, and it's got a supercharged engine down in there. Very interesting. Then obviously turn into a hot rod. Bronco. They're going to make a big comeback soon. Prowler, Porsche, Subaru, Lotus, nice looking Challenger, that white body kit on it like they used on the Dodge Demon. Regulars, another group of regulars here. Ford, Mustang. Morning, guys. Morning, Ford. Cool looking Chevy there, and then another Z06 down the end here. So I was sitting thinking, geez, that's the toughest sounding ambulance I've ever heard in my life. And then I noticed coming out behind it is Michael with his Chevy. This thing has got one of the toughest engines in it, naturally aspirated, huge horsepower. Running on E85 as well. Doesn't that sound great? That's the way cars are meant to sound. I think that there is the toughest sounding car we get at this show. Very nice. Nice looking 57 Bel Air. Very cool. Mustang, and then another Mustang. Crowd's starting to thin now. It's getting towards the end of the show. Great wheels on the back of that thing. Very nice. Mustang, good morning. Another Mustang. Tough sounding Corvette there. Listen to the cam in that thing. A couple of them side by side. Very nice. Little Subaru PRZ or Scion FRS. Lexus. This minivan we see every week. Tons of work done to it. Really nice looking caddy. CTSV. Love it in that red. Looks great. El Camino with a big block. Another El Camino next to it. Audi TT. Classic Camaro there. BMW with Santa going through the windscreen. Nicely done, folks. Big old Galaxy 500. That's cool. Chevy 2. Really nice looking 68 Camaro running a big block. Hi, how are you? Look at this thing. He's talking about this, which is a very cool looking 32, 31. Good taste in cars, young man. Look at this thing. Very cool. This is what this show is all about. This show is about introducing another generation of kids to cars. This makes me really happy. Supra next to a Hellcat. Lightning. Check out the carbon fiber hood on this thing. That is very cool. Rambler. Don't see a lot of Ramblers around, do you? Little 180SX. This is cool, isn't it? This is Steve's car. Great little Celica, Toyota Celica with a obviously a newer engine in there. Really, really nicely done. Love it. Christmas out to the max. Big old Ford there. Very cool. Celine Mustang next to a Porsche, next to a AMG, next to a very nice looking classic Corvette down the end. Over there's a very tough looking 32 chopped over there. Really looks great. Rolling through. Infinity. Two of them side by side. One of the new Supras again. BMW. Jag. BMW. Another one. Nice wheels on that, huh? Cute little Porsche. I think that's a 912 again. BMW. Ranger. Another one of our regulars. Great looking 69 Camaro Mustang. ZR1 Corvette. That ZR1, what differentiates it from the Z06, it's got the really nice LS9 engine in it, which is great. Classic Corvette over here. 427. Love a 427. So interestingly, 427 there, and then you've got a new, this is Bob's car. This is also a 427, so different era of engine. You've got LS versus the classic old big block. More Corvettes through here. These guys were awesome. They bought a stack of toys for us today. New Z06 running that LT4. Another Z06 there running that LS7. BMW. AMG. Another Corvette. Classic Corvette there. And then more Corvettes through here. Look at them all. We really appreciate these guys all coming out together. It's great. So really cool. Isn't that nice? That's the new C8. They've put some aftermarket wheels on it. Of course, mid-engine now. Completely changes the car. The C7 ZR1. Great car. Really good mechanically. They're probably still faster technically than the C8. There's a new C8 there. Another Z06. Great looking Mustang there with a new power plant shoehorned into it. This is no mean feat. These newer engines like the Coyote engine are really physically big. So you'll notice the biggest change is the strut towers have actually been cut out of the car. That's the only way you can fit those quad overhead cam engines into these older Mustangs. So it's a ton of work to do, but it's obviously these engines are capable of so much horsepower. So ton of work, but really worth doing, which is cool. And a couple of Woodies down over here. We've got a, looks like a Plymouth, yep, next to it. Great old Ford. And then a Corvette down the end. Mustang next to a new Supra. Lotus, not something you see a lot of. Really nice looking body style on those. Classic Corvette next to a classic Porsche. Love that dark green. Volkswagen Beetle. GTO with those triple carbs. Okay, so I think I may have found our car of the week this week. This thing is super tough. Very, very nicely done. Wow, there's a lot of details in this. So running an LSA engine. Wow. Look at the detail in here. This is incredible. Yeah, this is definitely car of the week material. Very, very cool. Cadillac. Corvette. Couple of them side by side. Actually, a lot of Corvettes through here. They've all driven in forward, showing off that tough back end. R35, another Z06 here. Corvette through there. Challenger. Interesting headlights on that. I think that might be aftermarket. Couple of Hyundais, Velocitors, Corvettes again. And a interesting wrapped, Christmas wrapped little Nissan. Lexus. Massive big Bonneville there. Hey, that's cool, isn't it? Huge car. Mustang next to it. Ranchero. Nissan. And then a great little RS down here. Great capable little car. Charger Hellcat. NSX, interesting colour. Really nice metallic red. I thought at first it might have been a wrap, but it is actually the paint by the look of it. Another NSX next to it. BMW WRX. Another Veloster with nice carbon fibre hood. Little BMW convertible. Interesting wheels on it. They actually look really good. Porsche down there. Got to catch this going past us. Look at that. Great looking Thunderbird there. So, Ford truck. BMW. Caddy. Such a big car. Another Beamer there and another one there. Jeep Gladiator. Someone's done a ton of work to this. Wow. A couple of them side by side. Somebody stole your front bumper. I don't know if you know that on. Is that yours?
Yeah, that's his.
It's yours. It's this guy here. What happened to it?
Truck shot out a tire going 90 and it ripped my bumper in half.
So, true story, James, my son, he's got the Camaro at the moment. He's also got the Porsche. Same thing happened to him this week. Truck through a retread, and he felt the car making a noise. Luckily, he was able to clip it back into place. But you're not so lucky.
Mine just ripped in half.
Be careful out there with those trucks. Yeah, good luck getting it all fixed. This is cool, and a lot of work done to that. Little Subaru BRZ or Toyota 86, or can't tell if it's the badge. Subaru. Great orange on that little ST. And another one rolling through. Audi. And then another Veloster there. I quite like that colour. Tough Mustang with some nice wheels on it. Aerial Atom. Such a great little car. The ultimate track day car. Incredible power to weight ratio. If any of you have watched the old Top Gear show, you may remember Jeremy Clarkson driving the first one. No helmet. The air was just making his face do contorting. Unbelievable. Beautiful little Austin Healey. Decked out with Christmas attire. BMW and another BMW there. And then a very slammed looking this. So this is the new Kia. Very nicely done. Okay. Forester. Great little cars. Royal Subies through here. I'm a real fan of Subaru. They build a great product. They're reliable. They're fun to drive. Mercedes, Mustang, GT-R down here. This is cool, isn't it? 67. Very nice. Small block. Next to a very nice looking 56. And then a Mini down here. 442. Isn't that bright green grey? I loved it back in the days when cars were all those bright colours. I guess that's why I love my orange Camaro, because that was the sort of thing. Mini again, Cobra, 68 Camaro there. Here's some more of these Kias through here. Great to see so many aftermarket products being made for them. Little BMW station wagon. Another one here, another Kia here. Tons of them out today, that's good to see. Bit of work done to this Civic Type R here. R35, this guy's obviously serious. Notice the amount of sidewall on the tyres front and back. This thing would hook up incredibly. Of course, all-wheel drive, so put big grippy tyres on the front. More R35s through here. Another one's got some nice tyres on that thing too. Very nicely done. Nice wheels too. R8. Oh, this is cool, isn't it? Little GT. Another R35 there. Very clean little BMW, isn't that nice? Love the interior too. Check this out. That's great. Next to it, R35, full carbon, really nicely done. Another R35 there. BMW, another one there. Tons of work done on this one. Look at that.
I drive like a shitbox.
Evo. Nissan, that RB26 engine, just such a great motor. Capable of so much power. Another one there. Put tons of boost on it and they handle it. More R35s lined up through here. Look at them. We had a club in here today, which is great to see. say this every week. When you look at how long these cars have been around, I think they were first launched in about 2008 or 9. They still look great. They've held the test of time, not only from an aesthetics perspective, but even from a performance aesthetic. They were so far ahead of their time from a technology standpoint. Once again, referring back to the old Top Gear show, if you watch that show, the first time Jeremy Clarkson took an R35 for a drive around a track, it actually was put through so much G's through the corner, he actually put his back out. So absolutely amazing car mechanically. They've really stood the test of time. Subi, next to it, some more. A couple of them side by side. Nice WRX there. Z06. Mustang M3. A Genesis there. Scion FRS. And a Pontiac down here with some really nice looking welds on it. That aggressive looking snout on the hood. Great seeing all these R35s through here. Just having a chat with the guys. Really good to see. Hey, see you. Catch you later. Thank you so much. See you next to more of these great little Nissans through here. Really nicely done. Such great cars, such a great engine in them too. LT4 in that Camaro Porsche. Wow, tons of cars today. R35, Infiniti, BMW, Gen 6 Camaro, Air Force intake on that. Nice looking Z28. Tons of good cars through here. This is the muscle row through here. Challenger, Corvette. Nice Audi. Camaro, Corvette, Mustang, supercharged. Camaro, nice carbon fibre hood on that. Another Mustang, and then a Honda down here. Super interesting colour, nice carbon fibre again. Mitsubishi, and then another Mitsubishi here. Then, wow, massive truck, big lift on this thing, really nice wheels as well. Hondas through here.
It's hilarious. A
few of the Civic Type R's. Ton of work done on this one. Wow, somebody's put acrylic in the front, carbon fibre hood. Interesting. You know, once again, customization is up to the taste of the person who's doing it. We don't all have to like it. It's just cool that people mess with their cars. I think, at least, anyway. M5, little Miata there. Love that colour scheme. Nice colour interior and body colour. Charger there, another Miata there. BMW wagon. Little Civic. Another little Miata here with new headlights in it. Then a Hellcat down here. Toyota 86. Interesting, they put some grippy tyres on this thing. P0s. So that thing would handle incredibly. Michelin's on that one. Same thing. The dynamics on those cars are incredible. Little Lexus. Another Scion FRS there, crunch. And then another one down the end here. Rockwell Row, E-Type Jag. Now this is something to behold, isn't it? Very interesting. Chrysler Woody. Z06 next to a C8. Very nice looking Ferrari. And then a big Lexus down here. Let's check out some motorcycles. We've got a Yamaha R3 there, really nice looking Indian just pulling in through here. Very nice. BMW next to it. Ninja, Kawasaki, Yamaha, another Yamaha, row of Yamahas through there. Harley, cool old chopper here. Look at this. Some more Harley Davidsons. Another chopper there, another Harley, another one in there. Beautiful Thruxton. Love that motorcycle. Yamaha. Got a Yamaha through there. BMW. Ducati, that little BMW cafe race was our motorcycle of the week a few weeks ago. Yamaha. Honda over there. Can't see what that is. It's got a jacket hanging on it over there. This looks like a big GS. BMW, yeah it is. That looks like a Ducati Scrambler there. Beautiful BMW. I think this was a previous motorcycle of the week winner as well. Really nice. Rolling through. Can't see what that is, I'm sorry. Yamaha. See a Suzuki, that was Scrambler. Little Vespa. And then some Harleys through here. Another one. Hey, check this thing out. Looks like it's electric. Really interesting, mate. It looks like a classic motorcycle, but it's actually electric. Aprilia. Triumph, that's really nice. Ducati, Suzuki, and then down the end, Tom, who's one of our volunteers who does an awesome job with organising all of our motorcycles, and his beautiful motorcycle down the end here. Very, very nice. GSX 1300R. So that's it for another week at South OC Cars and Coffee. Hey, thanks everyone who brought out the toys for Marines. The pile over there is huge. We really appreciate it so much. Big thank you, of course, to all of our volunteers. We could not do the show without you. We love you guys and just appreciate so much of your time that you give us. It's just incredible. Of course, to James as well, big thank you for all of his efforts, and Sarah as well for doing a great job with the merchandise. Love these new shirts. They're absolutely brilliant. Big thank you, of course, to our sponsors, Maguire's, Next Level Detail, and Mototori. They're the new storage car company down in San Diego. Go and check them out on our website. We've got a link there. Big thank you to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here, to Rockwell's, Ruby's, Starbucks for bringing out the coffee and the donuts, of course. And a big thank you to everyone who brought out their cars, motorcycles and trucks. What a day, what a turnout. Hey, I'm going to go over and do that car of the week of that amazing pickup we saw earlier. The guy told me he drove all the way from Phoenix to be here, so glad that we were open this week. As I said, keep an eye on our social media so you know when we're going to be back again. Have a great Christmas and a great New Year. We'll see you back soon for another South OC Cars and Coffee.